Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Make a Playlist. I am your host, like always, Kenton, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Victoria Silk. How's it going, Victoria?
Going good. New year, new shit, whatever.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, new everything.
Yep.
Just had Christmas. Just had New Year's last night.
How you feeling? Did you get your drink on?
I was sleeping by like 11:30 last night.
That's valid.
I was tired. I had to work all day.
Okay. Yep. No, I hung out with my best friend and her boyfriend on like one couple. It was very small, but like, yeah, around 11:30, we're just like sitting there. Like it got like a little stale. We're like, fuck, we're all so tired. But we made it to midnight, and then a little burst of energy came.
Made it further than I did.
But yeah, so it was nice. Had a little champagne and played beer pong. I suck at beer pong, but I
haven't played beer pong since college.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I never got good at it, and they have a little beer pong table that they just like whoop out. So I said, "Fuck it."
I used to be really good at it. I probably suck at it now.
I'm sure, like after a few rounds, you probably get back to it.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm bad aim, the worst aim on my end.
Yeah, we used to play. One of the rules that one of the places we played at was like if you lost, you had like a certain number of cups left. You had to like do like a naked run around the house.
Oh shit, that's a new one. I like it though.
Yeah, I never had to do it, thankfully.
Oh dang. Well, that sounds. I'll propose that on our next beer pong thing when I go hang out with them. I don't know if people will go for it.
I'm sure your friend's husband would love that.
I don't know about that. But yeah, I feel like every region has different rules, like for beer pong.
It's like it's even like, at least for me, from my experience, it's been like even like where you're like whose house you're at. There's always different house rules even.
True. Very true. Yeah, I don't know. I just come and hang out and lose every time.
Yeah. Yeah, have you ever played 3D beer pong?
3D beer pong? No, I haven't.
It's where like, you build a pyramid like up instead of like a triangle,
shit. That sounds hard.
It's fun. It's hard, but it's fun.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I'd fuck up that too. I'm certain of.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch videos of people playing it.
Yeah, we used to play that occasionally.
Interesting.
Not very often because it took forever to set up.
Yeah, I've never heard of it in my life. Interesting, good to know. But yeah. So why don't we get back on topic, right?
Yeah. Anyways, so our topic this time is our favorite songs of 2024. Now they don't have to explicitly be released in 24, but relatively close enough. I feel like, right?
Yeah, I feel like pretty much most of the songs are like 2023, 2024. I think maybe like one or two were like 2023, but I think they like got their momentum in 2024 and kind of got to like more people's ears.
That's
we're going with that.
Some of mine are like that too. Like, they're technically released in 23, but they didn't really get their I guess I don't know. We wouldn't call it their audience until 24. And
yeah, exactly.
There were a couple where I was a little not sure on, but they were nominated for Grammys for the 24 Grammys, like these coming Grammys.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to count that as being okay.
Right, I agree, and I think our listeners will agree too.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
and it was a good year for music too.
It was a very good year. I heard a lot of interesting. Like I feel like there's a lot of songs that are kind of reminiscent of like past genres, but then like with the modern twist, and I can really appreciate that.
Right.
People trying to get back to the basics.
And there were some like unexpected comebacks that I did not expect at all. Like LL Cool J put out an album that was actually a banger, which amazed me.
I haven't heard it. I didn't even know. I'm gonna have to check it out. We love LL Cool J.
Yeah, it's got I almost put the song he did with Eminem on my list, but it didn't quite make it.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I like Eminem too. I feel like I don't know if it's ever a comeback for him. I feel like he always be like doing little sprinkles along the way.
No, but he put out a surprisingly good album this year too.
Oh shit, man! I feel I feel like as a musician, I don't listen to enough music, but there's so much music.
Right. Yeah. Well, because there's, especially with the internet nowadays, it just gets more and more because you don't need. You don't need to pay someone like or have a label to get your music out there anymore.
Right, exactly. And social media, you just never know what's gonna end up like just
Right.
making it. And a lot of times it's like older songs, like it'll just like become viral, but it's like a 5-year-old song that like nobody heard until literally. It just made it on the right video.
Yeah. Anyways, you want to start this time?
Sure, I'll go ahead and get started. So
Okay.
we'll go on ahead and I'll start with Jungle from Back on 74 by Jungle. So I really, really like I want to say like mix of 60s, 70s like vibes going on with it. Like it has those like fun, like kind of falsetto, like guy voices just doing their, I don't know, just like vibing and jamming. And I don't know if you've seen the music video. It like the dance.
I did.
Yeah. The dance.
It's a danceable song.
Very much so. And like it was a whole, so of course many of the songs I've chosen were found on TikTok because I am on way too much. But
That's the way to do it nowadays.
Yeah. Was this song all over your feed at some point this year or just me?
I honestly forget TikTok exists for like months at a time.
Oh, shit. Okay. You know, that's
so
healthy.
I miss it all. And for some reason I don't get a lot of music TikToks. I get like weird TikToks.
And you're like, what is happening?
Yeah, like really weird ones.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's a realm that's kind of weird in TikTok, but I get a lot of things that are on the danceable side where people are kind of like learning the choreography of a portion like of the song, and that's what
Right.
happened with this one. I think that's what had made it kind of go viral because the choreography is amazing in the entire song.
It really is.
And apparently they did all of it in one take. Like it, I'm sure it took them many takes to get it right, but like every time they had to start over and just to do it in one like wipe of the camera.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it was it looked like it was a one take video, but I wasn't sure if it was one long take or not.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yep, it was. And I guess this band has one or two other songs that they use the same choreographer, kind of like a similar style of things, and it's just really artsy. And then the song itself is just really pretty, and I don't know, it takes you on a ride without like too many lyrics.
It does.
Like it's just like instrumental fun.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not realize that was a guy singer. I thought it was a girl.
I am assuming that it is a guy. But I could be wrong. Oh my god. Yeah, I should like, you know me. I don't do any kind of research on what I'm listening to.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking up Jungle now, but I'm pretty sure it's a guy.
You're probably right. I'd probably just.
But yeah,
It's
no,
not.
because of the
My attention's-
falsetto and like the, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Plus,
a guy.
my attention span is not good enough to like really pay that close attention to. If it's not like a super masculine voice, I'm gonna think it's a girl probably.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is all guys. Like I'm seeing multiple pictures of just like two guys. And
I believe
yeah.
you.
But then there's like one picture, but I don't think I think it's a different jungle giant. And that has a girl. But I think this jungle is a guy. Guys. So
According to Wikipedia, it's two guys.
oh yeah, Wikipedia always coming through.
And a girl.
Oh.
There's hold on.
Oh, shit.
Members. It looks like it's two guys and then a girl like joined in 21.
Oh. Interesting. If they, man, I feel like I need to go and like do some research and see which one it is, the girl or the guy, or both. It very easily could be both.
Yeah,
singing
unless
on
it's
that
the
track.
completely different band that I'm looking at on Wikipedia, but I don't think it is. Nope, it's not. It's definitely the same because I found the song.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. The wiki coming through.
Yeah.
Well, now you got me wondering everything. If they had the members in the band at some point in the music video, that would be great. But no, I really like what they did with the music video. I really like when like bands kind of opt to go that way where they show no one like from the band actually in it, and it's just like something else going on completely.
Yeah. And of course, it doesn't say who did what on the song.
Yep.
Because that would just be too easy.
Yeah, no, that would give too much away. They don't want us to know anything. I wonder if they like tour. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find some live videos.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. All right, your turn.
Well, anyways, I guess So
Sorry.
my first song, it's easily the most listened to song on my list, and it was everywhere this year. It's someone who really blew up unexpectedly, at least to me, and it's Chappell Roan's "Hot to Go."
That's a cute song.
It is. It was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she had been around for a bit, and this song came out in 2023, but you didn't really ever hear her name or anything until
Right.
like this past summer. She just blew up, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. I remember seeing her a couple times on TikTok, kind of leading up to the blow up. And I liked like her lyrics, and I don't know, it was a lot of like live shows, but like it definitely looked super underground where she was performing and like, you know, kind of like the small dark clubs and stuff. And it looked fun. Like you could tell she had a following that, you know, wanted to see her, but like it was like so small and like in just kind of like random clubs. And she just looked.
And now she's like headlining major festivals.
Yup, for reals. And I know that she kind of seems to be struggling with that like dynamic change a bit. But I think she got
Which is why I like her. As I feel like she doesn't really care about being famous.
Yeah.
Or like she just wants to make music and have fun, it seems like.
Right, exactly. Like she wants to write about what like ever random shit she feels like writing about, and like being artsy with it, and not even like caring if it's like commercial or like sellable.
Right.
And it just like happened to be. And I think people they recognize like art and like what's the word I'm thinking of? And genuine
artistry,
genuinity,
genuine artistry. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's
genuinity.
My friend who turned me on to her. That's why she liked her, is because she doesn't came across as, I guess, real.
Yeah,
best way to say it. Like she's not playing a character.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's like wouldn't be mistaken for like being like raw, exactly, because definitely the stuff is very much like produced and there's a team that went into it, but it was also like a team that
pop
was
music.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it was like a team that kind of let it be what it's supposed to be, and you know, it's really nice. I love to see it.
Plus the dance is fun.
It is. I would love to see her live, but also like the festivals that she's headlined like look crazy when she goes on, and that kind of stresses me out.
They do. I was watching her Lollapalooza set, and it looked like a lot of fun.
Yes, and I'll be in the back vibing because like I I don't want to be squished.
And her show looks like it'd be a good show to see too.
Oh, for sure. She seems like an amazing performer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then and I have a friend who didn't know the song was about sex, which blew my mind when I found that out. It's like the chorus is literally, "You can take me hot to go." Like,
yeah, I was like,
what she was talking about, like Little Caesar's hot and ready pizza.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, it's "You take me hot to go," like, yeah, and then like all the other lyrics.
Yeah.
You know. But I can understand your friend from a person that doesn't quite get lyrics often until many
right.
times
But
over.
there's literally like one of the lines is literally, "I wrote this beat so you would sleep with me." Like,
yeah.
so I guess I don't really.
Yeah, there's not a
It
lot.
just made me laugh.
Not a lot left to interpret.
Just the look on her face when I told her that it was about sex, it made me laugh. It was really funny. It's like I blew her mind with it.
She's like, "Oh shit, you're right." Love that. You know, it's nice seeing the light go off in people's heads, and you're like, I get that. Very cool. All right, I'll go to my next canción. Megan Thee Stallion, Mamushi. Did that song come across your feed? Whatever you get your feed from.
No, honestly, especially my TikTok feed, is mostly like kids being knocked over and falling over. That's
kind of funny.
So I don't get a whole lot of music on it, because I don't know why I don't get music, because I look up, especially this year, as I said at the beginning of the year, this is really the year I fell back in love with music a lot.
Yeah, I don't even know how to I'm gonna like start like sending you music, and then maybe it'll be like, oh, this person likes music, and then
Maybe.
you'll get back on track.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, it was a good song.
it's really good. So yeah, Megan, she did a whole album, and I don't listen to whole albums often, but I did listen to this one because she did it independently. I think she either, of course, she didn't get dropped from her label because that would be dumb of the label because she's awesome and has so much.
No one would do that.
Yeah,
She's
but
huge.
I think she like bought herself out or got herself out of the label and just went and did this with her own, I want to say her own money, but I'm sure there were like sponsors and like people helping make that happen. And but yeah, so every song she at least had all the control on because, you know, it was her album. And this one had like the most fun dance. I swear these like little TikTok dances. I like the choreography, they're fun. But then like the song itself goes like so fucking hard. I love the like the beat of it, like it's like that simple piano in a sense, but what makes it not simple is like the dissonance in it and like the chords that they like kind of like mesh together. It has that very like, you know, like random keys sound versus like, you know, the standard chord structure, if you will.
Had that random, I think he was Japanese rapper.
Yeah.
Right?
And apparently he's like super fucking big over there, but I really liked his flow, like how it was like not quite always in like the beat, but it just like always like kind of like fell into it and then like came back in, and it was really fucking cool.
It was a good flow. I didn't know what he was saying, but he said it really good.
Yep. I don't know what he is saying either, and I know there's like a billion videos out there like interpreting his portion. I just haven't quite gone in there.
Oh, I didn't watch any of them. I just watched the music video because it was a good music video.
It was a good music video. Megan she's a hottie, and her body is amazing.
See, I always thought she was like a lot thicker than she is for some reason.
She used to be, yeah. She's definitely like leaned up. But yeah, no, when she like kind of first, like her first couple of years of kind of being in the spotlight, she was definitely thicker. But yeah, no, she's. Yeah.
I mean, she still got the booty going,
for
but
sure.
like, I thought she was like heavier, I guess.
Yeah, no, she
looked great in the video though.
Mm-hmm. No, she does like obviously so much like working out and with like the best trainers to where like they can target what they want to stay out of the thickness. But yeah, no, I like her TikTok. She'll go like dark and like not post anything for a long time, and then she'll just like come back and like do little fun daily vlogs, and it's really fun to just like hear her talk because she'd be talking fast, she's trying to get the point out and just like do those like day in a life like type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about her, but like what I've seen of her, I do. She seems like she'd be a good follow, and like she's a pretty good interview.
Yeah.
I feel like from what I've seen, like it's like I'll watch like a Cardi B interview, and I just can't fucking stand listening to her talk.
And you're like, okay, this has gone long enough.
But Megan, I could listen to talk.
Yeah, you know, Cardi, mixed feelings. I used to like to hear, but then after a little bit, like after like the same interview happening, like kind of over and over and over, I'm like, okay, like it was like fun and charming, but then no, like say something.
Just like not smart is what comes across to me.
Yeah, which sucks because I'm sure she's like super fucking smart. Like I know there's a brain in there, but then it's like you don't have to play dumb. But
right,
I know. I just don't know.
All right,
your turn.
All right, so then my next song, it's Frank Turner's "Girl." Frank Turner featuring Teenage. Hold on, I gotta look it up now. Frank Turner featuring Teenage Jones, "Girl from the Record Shop." It's just, I don't know, I really like it. I'm a huge Frank Turner fan. I've been a fan of his since he was in his old, I think they're called Million Dead. That was a punk band from the UK, and now he does his own solo thing where he does some punk influence, but it's mainly like kind of folky, like singer-songwriter type thing too.
Yeah, this one definitely had the kind of like punkiness going to it, and I don't know, it reminded me.
Plus,
I'm trying to kind of gives that like early 2000s ish, like late 90s
it does.
Like vibe to it.
Yeah,
no.
It does. Which that's the scene he came from. He first broke through in like the late 90s, early 2000s, playing a few hardcore bands, stuff like that, and then late 2000s, I think he started going solo and doing more like acoustic singer-songwriter type stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. I always like a little rock anthem that talks about, or like I guess any like little anthem that like talks about like, you know, like the little like dream girl that you be running across. Like it's really cute. And then I like that like a girl popped on like at the back end. That was a surprise.
Which there is a version where the second verse is not, it's just him. Like that is actually like a re-release version, like a remix version of the song.
Okay, got it.
With the girl, and I know I just like it. I like it better with the girl. I like her response.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that added a lot, and it was like an actual fun surprise. Like I heard the girl voice, and I'm like, ooh, like, you know, it was just a nice surprise. I'm glad that they went that route. I mean, I know they went another route too, but they added that route. I think it made it like charming and cute. And then just like
plus it's I don't know. Yeah, and the story, like, who hasn't done something like buy a bunch of records even though you don't own a turntable because you think the girl is hot.
Yeah.
Just to talk to her, you know.
Yeah.
Who hasn't done something like that?
I mean, like, I haven't, but no. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've like
maybe not buy something like not like you've done something.
Yeah, to like put yourself in that person's path to where like you know something that you may not have like done on the norm just to get to talk to that person a little, like shoot your shot maybe a little bit or not shoot your shot and hope that the shot will shoot itself somehow.
That's my strategy.
Yep. It's a good one, honestly, because it's hard asking people out.
It is, and I'm so afraid of it coming across as a creep if I try to talk to a girl.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like I come across as a creep too, like trying to talk to a guy.
Yeah,
like not to be weird, and I know you're like on the clock right now, but
yeah,
you're cute.
Hey, someone who spends a lot of time at a record store, I would love to meet a girl there. That'd be like the dream.
Aww. Hopefully one day you will meet a dream girl at the record shop, and then you could dedicate this song to her.
Maybe.
You're like maybe. But yeah, no, it was a cute one. I really liked like the swing of it. It just made me like want to like groove.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's not. I like him because he's really not known for a subtlety with his lyrics. It's pretty obvious what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward, and that's one of the reasons why I like him as a songwriter.
Yeah.
You don't have to really put too much thought into it.
Yeah, like I totally followed along the entire time. There was nothing like I didn't have to. I don't think there would be any revelations that you could give me about this song that I would be like, oh, I didn't catch that.
Right.
So.
Which is, I like that. I mean, I like some of the songs where it makes you think.
Yeah.
But not everything has to be this big groundbreaking thing that makes you think. Sometimes it just be a fun song.
Yeah, exactly. Like it don't have to like be like super poetic every time where like you have like triple meanings and got to figure out what's going on. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they have their place, but it is nice to just like not have to think. Just like enjoy a song.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, so my next song is from the band Holy Water. It's called Nail Polish, and I really, really like this band. They didn't come up on my TikTok, but one of my friends, and it just got like shared, and I was like, this band is really fucking good, and they're small, and I really, really hope that they like get their momentum going, because I think the lyrics on a lot of their music, I don't know, they're poetic for sure, but also just like the guy's voice, I don't know, it's like really clean and crisp.
That was a good voice.
Yeah, he does. And I don't think in this song he does any screaming, but there's a couple of songs where he does. But I like.
He did a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like trying to think.
Like near the in the bridge, I think he did some screaming.
Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, so and also I like how like his voice like kind of floats up in like the higher register. He does those really nice like flips up there, and yeah, I don't know, something about that song. I just like.
It was I enjoyed the song. It kind of reminded me of like the early 2000s like new metal bands.
Yeah.
That had a lot of distortion and guitars and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Reminded me a lot of. You probably don't know the band, but they're called Taproot, and they had a pretty big song called Poem. Kind of sounds like his voice and their style reminded me of them a lot for some reason.
Oh, shit. Yep, you are right. I don't know who you said. Taproom.
Yeah.
Taproom. Okay, I have to check that out, because I really like the style of like this song and this band, and I think it comes back to the theme where it's like we're getting a lot of the kind of reminiscent like sound that we liked growing up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's every 25 years they say everything kind of cycles back to back.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder like when that runs out, because like obviously no one's like here creating things that sound like Beethoven or like Bach, but I know like back then things are probably cycling multiple times before like a whole period of music was done, and then like it just changed into something else.
I would say probably it'll do a cycle of the 25 years and then it kind of disappears, I think. Because I'm thinking like back to like the late 2000s, early 2010s, there was a pretty big comeback of like the party rock, like the 80s hair metal type, sex, drugs, and rock and roll type bands. There was a big comeback of those for a bit.
And then I wonder like if it ever hits like harder than the first time, or if it's just kind of like a small little hit, like I don't know, and then it's like, okay, that was fun.
I don't know. I mean, the fashion is coming back big. I've been noticing like kids are wearing baggy clothes again and stuff like that.
For sure, which I love, because like them skinny jeans, like I don't miss it. I don't miss it. Like they were the worst. So yeah, no, I'm
and the super low rise jeans.
Right. I like that they are combining super low rise with baggy. I'm like, yes, because the low rise that were like.
Well, they're not even. Yeah, the low rise back when I was, you're like what, 3 or 4 years younger?
Yeah,
I think
like
you're 3.
Years, yeah.
Like I'm sure they were saying when you were in school, but when I was in high school, it was like, if the girl didn't shave her downstairs, it was going to poke out.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
They were so low.
I fully remember needing to make sure that the downstairs was at least like the top section was landscaped, because it would definitely show. And then like, I don't know, you had to have like your freaking like hip bones like all good, or else like, I don't know, just like didn't look right. Like you had to be, I don't know. It was not a healthy body type.
No.
So I like it now because the low rise, still there, probably need they're not as low as like it was when we were younger, but like it's like still low, but like the curvy girls be rocking it, and I'm like, yeah, it's like this could have been the thing, but it wasn't. So I loved that.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok where it was like this lady girl our age was talking to like a young girl now. That's what the young girl was like, oh yeah, low rise is back. So she gets excited and goes and grabs her jeans from like high school and gives it to the girl, and the girl's like, what are these? Like, how long is the zipper? Like an inch?
Probably.
Yeah, and she was like, how'd you sit down and not show your butt? And the lady's like, you did.
Yeah, it was like your butt was shown. Yep, you got to see the crack, got to see the thong. Like it was
everything.
Business back then.
It was.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that ended. I'm glad that they're a little bit higher with still being like cute and low rise, and then I'm glad that not everything's super fucking tight, because it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially if you have one of those days where you're just like not feeling like the great it is. Like you can still be fashionable and baggy, and that's great.
Yeah. Anyways, to get back on track, I think it's my turn now. So my next song, it's Old 60, Brother Joe, which it's a band I just stumbled on. I really like storytelling songs.
Yeah.
And this song told a story.
It did.
It was sad, but it was a good story.
It was super sad. Like, why they gotta do that? But yeah, no.
Yeah, but I just loved it. Like it was one of my top songs on Spotify this year that I listened to.
Oh shit. Yeah, no.
I don't know. I love the song, and his voice is so good and everything.
Yeah, no, it was a really beautiful song. It was sad, but like the musicianship, the voice, amazing and nice and clear. And again, one of those things that I didn't have to like look too far into. I was able to follow along the entire time, like kept my attention. Yeah, it was really good.
I like this. Like I said, I like the songs that are just it's what it is, and you don't need to like put too much thought into it.
Right. Yeah, no, it was pretty. And then like the version that you sent, it was like the lyric video for it, and I really like how they did it, just kind of like in the church pews. There's like just a few other random people just there, like, you know, not even like jamming, but kind of, you know, you can see them like react to the music and like the lyrics, but like not in a way that's distracting from like the main guy just doing his thing.
Right, yeah. They're a new band. I think that was like their first single they put out too, I think.
Or there's all the band. That would make sense that those are all the band members. Like, who are these people?
Yeah, that was all the band members. And I think they're from Kentucky. I'm not entirely sure, top of my head, honestly. But I'm pretty sure. Like, and there's, because they definitely had like that bit of a country rock sound to them. So
sure.
they definitely are from somewhere around that area, I think.
Yeah, Kentucky would make a lot of sense. Maybe Nashville.
Yeah. But it was, I don't know, like the song, like, especially like the part at the end where the bullet goes off, the gun goes off, that just gave me chills for some reason.
Yeah, I was saying body hits the floor, and it's like, man, like he just wanted to be with. I mean, I feel like that it makes sense. That's like bad news. Yeah. That was some bad news.
Right. So anyone who's listening who hasn't heard the song, the story is about this man. He becomes a preacher. He meets this girl. They get married, have kids. He's at church one night writing his sermon, and he gets a call from the police that someone had murdered his kids and his wife. So he pulls out his gun, but he doesn't want to kill anyone, but he knows that someone needs to be dead that night. Like, the line was like something like, Jesus wants him to paint the walls red, something like that. So he shoots himself in the head, kills himself so he can be with his family.
Yeah.
And it's such a sad but such a good song.
I didn't know where it was going. I didn't think we were gonna lose the main character at the end, but
yeah, I didn't at all. I don't know how I found this song. I think it just popped up on like my For You thing on YouTube. That's where I find most of my songs nowadays.
Right. I need to utilize YouTube a little bit more and like let it just do its thing, because I use YouTube Music, but I feel whenever I like actually go to the YouTube app and just let it play music, I find more new stuff. Like YouTube Music stopped kind of giving me new shit. It just was like, oh, here's the stuff you've heard a bunch of times. We know you like it, so like keep on listening. Yeah,
I like playing a game on YouTube that I invented where like I'll listen to like a song, and I'll click like the related or recommend for you videos. I try to see how far away from like that style of song I can get just by doing that.
I like that. That's a fun game.
So I guess start with like a hip hop song and end up in like, I don't know, like a death metal song or something like that by just clicking on the recommended videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. I need to start doing that because, like, I like my shit. I like the stuff that it plays, but also I really want to find some new stuff. Like, I want to be, I don't know. There's like nothing like hearing a good song for the first time, and you're just like, wow.
There's not. It's like the best feeling in the world.
It really is, and you're like, I'm gonna listen to this like 15 times a day. You know, like it's such a
like awesome. You go back and push a little. On like the low red line in the bottom of the video, put it all the way back to the beginning so you can rewatch the video and listen to it again.
Exactly. And so yeah, like I miss getting that feeling. It's a lot rarer now. But luckily, like when we do these, like I hear some new songs and I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. Like I wouldn't have found it had we not like done that.
I've learned a lot of new songs just from you.
So getting that. But yeah, like I would like to also get that a little more regularly, like with the algorithms. Like, please, like algorithms.
Which I think that's part of the reason why. It's part of the reason why we work so good as a host, because our musical styles are so different from each other.
Yeah, literally. Like very different tastes, but it works out.
Yeah, different scenes and everything, but we appreciate all music.
Right, like a good song is a good song at the end of the day, and we get that. All right, so going on to my next good song. So this DJ duo that I found on TikTok, they came up randomly. It wasn't like anyone was doing like a cute little like dance or anything like that. Like I kept on, like they do like these little like random videos where they like sit down just like on a couch, and they just make like the dirtiest fucking beats like ever, like just like sitting on the couch like with the machine, like, you know, the drum machine and like a keyboard, and just do like some crazy shit. And so I started following them, and I saw that they had put out a new album, and I'm like, yeah, I feel like this is like, it's good workout music because like they have like really, really heavy drops, and I don't know, I just like to work out to some hard shit. And so I'm like, I bet their album is just like full of stuff like this. So I turned on the album, and it was full of stuff like that. It was great. But my favorite song from the album is called Bruise. And I don't know, I love how immediately they just put you in craziness.
Hey, we should probably state too, the band was called No Good.
Yeah, did I not say that? My bad. Yep. So
no, you're fine. I was waiting for you to say, I was like, is she gonna say the name or anything?
Man, nope. You're gonna have to go find the song name, Bruise. No. And they spell No Good like KNOW. So no good.
Like, you know,
like,
the person.
You know. Yep. But yeah, no good. And yeah, their production style is like really, really cool. I like when it's like heavy, deep, and a lot of like vocal chopping, and you just know that like if you have a subwoofer, like your shit's gonna shake.
Yeah, like I feel like this is one that you really need to be in that like that kind of, because honestly, I'll be completely honest. This song didn't do it for me.
Hey, that's okay.
I can see why you like it, because
again,
girly. That's kind of your thing. But I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. I appreciate I listened to some of their other stuff, and they did like a remix of Bodies by Drowning Pool that was really cool.
Yeah, yep, that one they're always playing in their sets for sure.
Yeah, just for some reason, not to shit on the song or anything, but it didn't do it for me, honestly.
Got you. Yeah,
I appreciated it though. I get what they're doing. It's just not my style.
It's not your style. You aren't gonna go to the club and
yeah.
And be fine.
Yeah, and like I saw like they had a live show in Texas. I was like, oh my god, is this one of her friends? Am I gonna shit on her friends' music?
No, no. Luckily, I mean, it'd be cool to know them, but I do not know them. But yeah, no, they're fairly small. I feel like they're gradually getting like their footing in the EDM scene, which I think is really cool. I follow them on YouTube, and anytime they post like a new video of them doing a live set, because I really like listening to live sets of like different DJs when I work out. It's just nice to have a consistent flow of music.
Way to do it. I think.
And so I can see them like, you know, slowly doing like kind of bigger and bigger shows, and I'm like, yes, I love that for y'all. Mm-hmm.
I think that's how EDM really you really have to get bigger by playing shows. It's not really a studio genre, I guess.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but it just seems like you got to be like have your live show like top notch, and that's really where you build your audience.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just like, because I think a lot of like, I know for No Good they play a lot of their own songs, but a lot of DJs, you know, they'll like sprinkle their songs in with like other remixes of other things. But like, you have to be out there like doing it. That's where like all your content comes from. That's where like all the people want to see you. And I don't know, it's just not something that you like release singles and that's like your only, like that's all you have to do.
You don't really like, I mean, you have a set list, I guess. Again, I'm not an EDM person, so I don't know for sure how it works. But like from my experience and from what I know, like if you go to a rock show, a pop show, a hip hop show, whatever, they have like a set list of songs. Yeah. And they pretty much do the same set every night. Yeah. Doing that tour for the most part. So a lot of bands will mix it up, but for the most part, a lot of them just they do that set. But I feel like EDM, like each show has to be different.
It really does, because like it would be like lame seeing, especially because most of them like post their live set on YouTube like later after. Right. And like if you heard them do the exact same thing, I don't know, it kind of loses the credibility of them DJing, because it kind of feels like, oh, like you just like pushed play and you have this exact playlist like going, and you know, and I think part of DJing is like feeling the vibe of the room and like reading the room or the audience like properly. And I I don't know. I think sometimes they'll be playing at venues that just have a different feel in them than like others. And so they might like go a little bit extra hard on one. And then like, another time they might be testing the waters a little bit with some hard shit. And people like just aren't dancing the way that they like, they're not getting the reaction that they are wanting. So then they have to switch things up, because if they keep on doing like hard shit and this audience isn't really about it, then they need to like, soften it up and like, play
Right.
more whimsical shit. I don't know. And so yeah, no, it's an interesting genre. And then just again the credibility of like you want to show that you're actually mixing and reading it, and so.
Right. Yeah, and like again with my experience from just like with like a rock band, whatever. Like if you're gonna go from like a fast song to a slow song, you can like stop playing, talk to the crowd, interact with the crowd. But EDM, you really just have to like match the BPM and kind of slowly bring them down, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that accurate?
That's a good DJ would do that. I think like I don't want to say a good DJ, and I'm sure there's but I think I think a more crafted DJ will do that. I do hear a lot of like newer sets that I feel like it might be more like the producer like makes these songs, and to perform them he has to DJ them, but he's not really a seasoned DJ. So instead of like slowly bringing the crowd to a spot, they like will stop the music and be like, yeah, like here's my next, like no, they'll like introduce it and be like, can I slow things down for you? Yeah. And then they change it into something else. So it kind of breaks things up, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I like things to kind of migrate there, and it doesn't have to be like a slow, like many minute long thing. Like there's a way to quickly get to where you want to be, like, and it'd be a completely different.
You don't want to go from like Chop Suey by System of a Down to like Beautiful by Christina Aguilera back to back.
Yeah, that's but I feel like an experienced DJ can make that happen, like in maybe a couple of minutes, like or less.
Yeah, like you could like throw a couple like a verse of like a different song, kind of slowly get it there, but it's too much of a difference if you just abruptly go from one to the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of them do that now, or I don't know, they'll do one that I like that I hate with DJs, and a pet peeve of when I hear a set is they'll like play they'll have a drop, like a nice like drop, and then I don't know, either they don't, I think they just do this to be like fucking trendy. They'll like stop the music and do the little like like as if they're like moving the turntable back, the sound. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And then they're just like, I don't know, they're just like, we need to do that fucking again, like no, like trying to get people hyped. But I get so pissed, I will like literally like go to another set, because I feel like, I don't know, you guys got a good reaction, like let's not like we don't have to do the drop again. Like it was a nice drop, but like we were moving on, and like I'm sure you have other great drops. Like why did we just stop the music? I was vibing. You killed the vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel, I don't know, a lot of DJs were doing that for a long time. I don't know, the past like few months when I hear new sets, I don't hear that happening as often. So hopefully they get how annoying that is and stopped. Sorry DJs. That is constructive criticism. If you do that, to please stop or do whatever. I don't care. I don't know, your life, whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to my next song now. It is "Not Like Us" by Kendrick Lamar, and I'm a big hip hop fan. I love Kendrick. Mm-hmm. He destroyed Drake with this song.
He did.
I don't care what anyone says. Drake cannot come back from this. I'm sorry, but he needs to come back and like address the allegations in this song and show proof that he's not what Kendrick is calling. Instead of like, he literally sued. They are the same label, and Drake literally sued the label for like promoting this song.
Yeah, and promoting it more than like his song, or like, I don't know. He's like thinking that he got set up for failure, and it's like, no, it was just so much better than yours, and it's just like a good one. Like, just take the beef. Like, if he like didn't get so like butthurt about it either, like it wouldn't have even been a big deal. Like, but yeah,
and it's probably the only diss song that is also like a club banger.
Yes.
I love hip hop. I love like diss songs. I listen to them a lot, like beefs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them you don't play in a club. You don't dance to them. They're pretty. This one is brutal.
Yeah.
But it's also a club. Like, you could play it on the radio, play it in a club, and it would fit perfectly.
Yep, I have heard of that in the club, and it gets people like going because it has like the right amount of like catchiness that like people can like catch on without having to like rap the whole thing. Like, you know, it has those little like punchlines that people can like join in on, and like it's Kendrick Lamar, like Drake. Like you shouldn't be trying to have beef with Kendrick Lamar. Like he will always win lyrically.
No. Like, yeah, especially someone like Drake. Like, I don't know, just Kendrick. Like even this song, like the flow was different than what he usually does for his flows, and it was it was awesome. It worked.
Yeah, no, it works perfectly. My mom loves this song. I was explaining the beef and then like showing her that, and she's like, oh, she's like, that's so much better. And then she's like, you know, hearing all like the accusations in the middle, and she's just like her jaw like on the floor and like, if he's just really doing some dirty laundry out there for us to spectate on. But yeah, and I guess like the worst part is because he's like known for having that like a reputation for talking to the younger girlies, and so that surely did not help him.
Reputation, like talking, like I guess grooming would be the best way to say.
Yeah,
I know, like him and Millie Bobby Brown, is that her name from Stranger Things? Yeah. Like they had like a friendship when she was 14 and he was like 30 something.
Yeah, and it's all like,
which is fucking weird.
Yeah, like there's no reason for that friendship to happen. Same with I think Billie Eilish too, right? Like she was pretty young and.
Was she?
I'm pretty sure.
There's been a couple people couple girls that he's been like, talking to and giving advice about boys, stuff like that. Like, you should not be doing that, dude. Like,
weird.
You're way too old.
Yeah, no, it's odd. Yeah, no, I think I'm like looking up the. Yeah. And then like she also was like texting.
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah, like Kendrick calling him out for like kind of exploiting the culture.
Yes.
Was great because he's like, Drake's like, I started from the bottom. Like bitch, dude, you were on Degrassi. You did not start from the bottom.
You're Jimmy, mister. Like,
yeah, you're little wheelchair Jimmy.
I know. I used to love Degrassi. Like that. I watched that shit like every week when it came out. Like I was hard in that. And so
my friend made me watch it.
Then I saw that he was doing started doing music. Like what was it, like 2008ish? I think was when like his first kind of bigger
8 or 9.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, that's Jimmy. He will always be Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, and he's not bad. He just
no, there's plenty.
He doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
he doesn't do it for me personally. But I'm not gonna knock anyone who likes him.
Yeah,
like, he's not untalented, but like, I'm like he just he made a mistake by going after Kendrick.
Yeah, he sure did.
I'm sorry.
That was a fatal flaw, sir. But yeah.
And I guess the beef's been going on for a lot longer. It's been going on for years, apparently.
Yeah, no, you could hear it in the lyrics. Like, he had some things to get off his chest, and that wasn't like an overnight situation. So yeah, I'm sure the beef will continue, but he ain't going to try to challenge him in a song anymore, I'm sure.
No, he's taking him to court.
Yep, which is lame.
But not over the allegations because he got pushed. The label pushed him hard. He's claiming that Universal like fabricated the Spotify numbers.
Yeah,
that's what he's taking him to court for. Like, okay, so you're taking court for that, but not for calling you a pedophile,
right? Like, you're not trying to like say the defamation.
Slander, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little. But I guess like they can hide. I don't know. I know there's probably some kind of loopholes for lyrics and art. I don't know. But yeah.
I'm sure there is, but like it's not a good look on Drake's end.
No, it's not. He needs to like chill for a while and real long. Longer than a while. He has plenty of money. He'll be alright.
Yeah.
All right. So my next song is from Summer Walker, "Heart of a Woman." I think it just really embraces like R&B-ness. Like
it does.
Yeah, I love
it. Around me like the late 90s there was like the R&B girls with the one name, like Brandy, Monica, Maya.
Yep.
Like it gave me that style. It's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, for sure. And I really like even just like the first like notes of it, like that like nice organ, like that warm organ, like like, you know,
Right.
and just like drops into this like beautiful, lush, like everything beat. And she looks so beautiful in that music video. I mean, she's a beautiful girl always, but like it was just so like
She is
feminine and like goddess like. I'm like, I love you so much. And then like the lyrics, I mean, like the main, like, you know, the only thing saving you now is the heart of a woman. And it just kind of has that like femininity to it that I think a lot of girls like relate on. And I feel like guys too, like guys like know, like, you know, having that like girl energy around is just like something. And she like embraces that really, really nicely in the song. And it's just so smooth, so pretty.
No,
Perfect.
it's a great song. It's honestly like that style of song, like, of R&B is something I wish you would explore a little bit more with your voice. I think you'd be great at it.
That little
so I was really happy that you chose that song.
Yeah, no, I started hearing it on a lot of R&B mixes, and I was hoping, like, when we started talking about doing this list, I was like, please let it have, like, come out, you know, recently, because I started hearing it recently, but that doesn't, like, really mean anything. Again, like, sometimes a song is just discovered, like, but it's, like, a 5-year-old song. So, yeah, the music video just came out, like, a couple months ago, so, yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good for a couple months. It has, like 2 or 3 million views, I think.
12 million.
Something like that. Maybe more. Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a 2 in there somewhere.
Yeah, no.
That's really good for a couple. I mean, that's not like Taylor Swift numbers, but that's really good
I would be happy with these
for
numbers.
anyone, really.
Yeah. No, Summer Walker's definitely been making a huge name for herself the past couple of years. I've always been enjoying her music. I almost saw her at, I think like in April or May, there was a festival here that had like all R&B and rap. And it was a 2-day situation, and it was the first day, and it was hot as hell. It was so fucking hot. And like she was like the last performer of the evening, and like I just couldn't make it. I was hot and tired and hungry. I know. And I was all like, well, she'll be around like, you know, forever. I'll get to see her another time. But I'm like, damn, I should have just like toughed it out. Like I could have sat under a tree and just like chilled. But next time I will actually see her.
Yeah, I bet she'd be good live.
Yeah, and I've seen her like videos of her performing live, and she got them vocals, the performance, everything.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out. I've only ever heard this song by her, but it said I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. Definitely check out her stuff. All right, 10.
All right, so then my next song, it's I'm hoping I sent you saw that I updated the list like a few days ago because I forgot to send it to you to tell you that I did. My next song is Amigo the Devil's The Mechanic.
Okay, yep, I did hear it.
Did you get that one?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's most recent.
Cool.
I have a habit of making these playlists, and then I'm like, oh, this song should have been on there instead, and I forget to tell you that I changed it.
No, I got it.
But Amigo the Devil, Amigo, I discovered him I think last year or the year before, but I just love him. He's an amazing, amazing songwriter, I think.
Yeah.
And just his voice is, you just get the feeling from his voice. It's so good.
Yeah.
And this,
go ahead.
this song is like, from what I understood it, at least, it's kind of like about like the end of a relationship, I think, like trying to save it, but not being very good at it.
Yeah, it's definitely a relationship song. And I know that there was like a really nice line in there where he like was pretty much saying that he was like trying to fix something that like, you know, isn't even like wasn't broken, but because like he was like trying, like that's, you know, what caused like shit to like be bad. No, it was a really pretty song. I've highly enjoyed it. I've only gotten to listen to it like it is poetic, so I'm like I'm sure like a couple more listens and I'll like fully follow along.
No, I would, if you're looking for like a good songwriter, I would absolutely recommend listening to him. He's got his other song that I really like is called Another Man's Grave. It's like a tearjerker. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Then No, like his song "Cocaine and Abel" is like one of my top 5 songs
that's
right
a cool
now.
name. I like it.
It is, and it's such a beautiful song.
I'll have to
It
check
really
it out
is.
because I really liked the style. It was, I like the poetry of it. His voice is really nice, and I was enjoying
Yeah.
the music video too because it's like in the studio, so you're like seeing them doing like all the setup, which is kind of
Right.
cool, and like messing with different sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed. He went on tour with Frank Turner, who's one of my other choices this year. But I missed the show. I forgot about it and didn't
Dang.
get tickets or asked for time off from work.
That's
I
unfortunate.
would love to see them together.
Hopefully, since they're touring, maybe they'll tour in the general area again, at least driving distance. Away.
Yeah, I don't know because he was opening for Frank Turner, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure they'll both go on tour again, but I don't know if they'll ever do it with each other again.
Right.
So I'd never seen either of them, so I'd knock them both out at the same time. Would have been nice.
Right. Get 2 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, no, I liked that one. I want to listen to it a couple more times and kind of like catch those nuances because it was really nice songwriting.
Yeah, he's someone where he's still pretty upfront, but there's still some kind of like he said nuances of what he says and how he says it.
And yeah, that's what I was trying to catch. After I kind of caught that first like one, I'm like, I need to listen like more intentionally. So yeah, I really liked it though, and all the audio stuff too.
Yeah.
I love seeing a setup. All right. So my last song is so to give like a little background of this. So El Chuy, which is the name of the song. So El Chuy is a designer here in Dallas. And so he makes like, I don't know, he just makes like Dallas type of swag, like cool like slides and like hats, like bikinis and shit. He always has like these hot ass girls like, modeling the shit on Instagram, and it's just like a whole like brand and like, marketing thing, and just makes really cool stuff. It's all kind of like old English lettering type stuff. And so he kind of made a theme song, if you will, for, I don't know, I didn't even know like why he did it, but my engineer for the song Vibes and the Girls, his name is Jesse, and he did the mix for the song. And so he was showing it to me before it was released because they were just in the studio, and he was kind of like showing me some of the projects he was working on. And like he turned this one on, and I'm like, oh my God, like, because I love me some reggaeton too. Like I love to like dance and shake a little ass, But so yeah, when he played this, I'm like, oh my God, like please tell me when this comes out because I will be blasting it. I will be showing it to the girlies and probably be getting fucked up to it at some point. So yeah, finally it came out a couple months later, and I was super excited. So I'm pretty sure like the music video has like 655K views. I'm pretty sure like 55K of those are me because I'd be like listening to it so much. But, yeah.
It was a music video, that's for sure.
Yeah, that is for sure. It's there's little booties, a little bit of booty in it.
Just a little.
But I don't know. I don't even know what's going on in half the song because I do not fluently speak Espanol. So, but I do. I'm always here for the vibes, and I really liked the beat. It's like fun and bouncy, and just kind of the swagger of it. I know. I loved it, and I think there was like three rappers on it because I don't think that even.
There's a couple at least.
I'm like, I didn't even think like the actual guy who owns the brand like did any vocals. I think he just like hired some like rappers and just like wanted a theme song, and he did that shit.
Yeah, I mean he did it. It was a catch. If I knew what they said, I'd probably like it a lot more. I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
I could see it being like a club song, I guess, like a song for you and the girls to dance to.
To take a little booty too. But yeah, I know like part of it is talking, about the actual clothing. Like it's like saying like chuy en el culo y chuy en la teta. So like meaning just like, she's wearing like chuy brand stuff on her ass, like and like covering like her boobs. So basically, like pants and shirt type shit, you know. But yeah, so it's a good one. I'll get a full interpretation.
I had no clue it was a fashion line. I thought it was something. I thought I talked about like I don't know that maybe Chewy meant girl's butt or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's talking like about clothing, but I think it's like mainly talking about clothing like on like the girlies and like like she likes to dress a little slutty. She likes to be like bad. So yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, they were just a little subtly dressed in that video.
Yeah, I bet. I haven't even I think I've seen the music video like maybe once. I just like play it and then like let it like be on in my car.
Right.
But, yeah.
It reminds me of like the old like late 90s like cheesy like low budget hip hop videos.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think those are that they still be doing that. The videos still very much
I'm sure.
on that level. But yeah.
Yeah, like it was like a raunchier version of Back That Ass Up or something like that video.
Yeah, I feel like it's the standard. If you can get that many girlies in one place, then like you got to use it.
I don't know. I've been around a lot of girls. I've never seen that many walking around in G-strings.
They're promoting the brand and they want you to buy the
True.
Chewy G-string. Which I have thought about, but then I'm like, I would never wear it in real life. So I just need to get a fucking hat.
Yeah, just get a hat.
Hat and some
All
slides.
good.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
All right, so my last song, it's "Wild in Our Ways" by Chuck Reagan. I guess the last name is pronounced Reagan. I've never really quite figured it out.
Looks like it.
But
Regan.
Yeah, he's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I discovered him because he's also a singer for a punk band I really like called Hot Water Music.
Yeah.
And I really like his voice. I think he's a great.
Yeah, that's what got me.
It's very manly.
Yep.
For sure.
It's raspy. It's manly.
It's definitely a voice that definitely a voice you get from like years of like smoking cigars and drinking whiskey is what it makes me think of.
Yeah, that's an accurate description. I don't think I've really heard any like voice quite like that. But it works. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, and he's not a big guy either. Like, I always thought when I first heard him, I thought he was like a bigger dude. You know?
It sounds burly.
It is. He's not. I mean, he's definitely not like a. I wouldn't call him like a twink or anything like that. But like, he's not a big dude. It's just his voice is just. It's just manly. It's just a manly voice. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, no,
it's powerful.
It is powerful, and like I ain't even gonna lie, I couldn't quite catch the lyrics on it the couple times that I heard it, but I liked again the vibes. The instrumental was pretty, but it was mainly the voice. I was like, I just like to hear it to like hear him. Like I don't even know what he's saying.
Yeah,
it's not even enunciation.
Yeah,
me.
No, he started off as like. In punk band, they're still together, but he broke off and really started like there's been this past like 10 12 years there's really been a big push of all like punk singers doing like a folk solo thing, and he's the one who really started that.
Nice.
Just him and an acoustic guitar, maybe a harmonica, something like that.
Yeah.
He does a tour. He used to do a tour every year called the Revival Tour, where like a bunch of like the punk singers of bands that I like a lot, like from like Against Me, Gaslight Anthem, stuff like that. They would go on tour, just play acoustic songs together on stage. And I never had to go to it, but I've got a couple of the records that they made from the shows that I really like.
Oh yeah, I love that. Has he always like had the same like sound, or has it like?
Yeah, he's always had that voice, as far as I know. Yeah. It's gotten raspier as the years have gone on, which is makes sense. Kind of understandable.
I know. I'm like, I always wonder when it's like at that level of raspiness, if there's like a vocal injury going on, or if it like hurts and like he has to like chill after a show, or if it's just like, oh, this is my voice and this is how I talk and it doesn't hurt. But I don't know, it kind of sounds like it hurts, but it could just be how he talks and it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't. Like, if you watch him live, like he just does it so effortlessly. Yeah. He doesn't look like he's strained or anything. It's impressive, really. Dang. But he's always kind of remind me. Do you know who Tom Waits is?
I do not.
I don't know if that'd be your thing or not.
I don't think I do.
Okay, well he's like he had a couple decent hits like way back before either of us were ever born. But like he's one of those guys that like he's a musician, I guess. That like a lot of like my favorite singer songwriters are heavily influenced by him. He's got a really similar voice to Chuck does.
Yeah.
But when he started off, it was more of like a natural crooner voice. But as the years have gone on, it's just gotten shittier and shittier, which I like better. But he's gotten like really creative with his music too.
Oh yeah.
But, like it's I don't know. It's just he just reminds me of like a millennial version of Tom Waits.
Okay, shoot. Yeah, I like to hear a unique voice coming through that like throws me off.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Shoot, even in a bad way. Sometimes like, they made it work. But no, this was in a good way. I highly enjoyed it. It kept me from like fully getting what the song was going on about. But that's okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There is a mute. Did I not include the lyric video?
Yes, the lyric video was there.
Okay,
I was
good.
not paying attention to.
I try to do that as much as I can because a lot of my stuff is kind of. I just like a lot of the voices are kind of it's like unique and kind of not the most intelligible people in the world.
Yeah. No, I have noticed that like on a lot of the ones that you sent, I was like, these are all like lyric videos. So yeah, I probably should have listened or read along.
Yeah, is I like weird voices.
Yeah, but it's nice to have captions, even captions in real life. I always be having that on my TV because I don't know, I need that extra sense to follow along.
I do not. My hearing is so shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's just from years of
concerts.
shows.
Yeah.
I think just concerts, shows, listen to music.
That'll do it.
Which is kind of a lot of like and I know like that's why like you don't see a whole like a lot of especially like mixing engineers or a lot of them are younger because years and years of listening to music at the level that we have. Your ears just suck.
Yep, and like just like no hearing protection. I feel like the younger ones are like wearing hearing protection now, which is good. I try to, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You go to a festival and you just it's like I should be putting on hearing protection, but also like I want to hear everything. But then it's very conflicting.
Yeah,
because no matter what, even the high fidelity earplugs, it's still you're still wearing earplugs.
Muffled.
Like it's not clear, like as clear.
Yeah.
But it's
and for me, like growing up in the rock and the punk scenes, like only losers wore ear protection at shows. You wanted your ears to ring.
You want to go to bed that night hearing that nice high pitched little frequency.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now I still hear it at night now,
same.
but not after a show, just because tinnitus is not fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely got a heavy case of tinnitus, but it's okay. It was worth it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are all the songs we got, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and well, I am actually impressed with my new computer because I did not drop out from recording once.
Yes, Mr. Kenton got a new computer and new microphone, so I can't wait to hear it.
I got a whole new setup in my studio. Yeah, I love it. I've been hanging out in my studio like all day today. This is the first time I actually got like a full recording done with it because I haven't had a reason to.
Yeah.
Like the mic I got, I got the mic I got is one of those ones where like you can like change the parameters of the mic so it's like a different mic.
Okay, hell yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Like, are you? So when you're talking about the parameters, like on
the
like the computer, where you can change the type of mic it's supposed to sound like, or more like the low frequency roll off.
Yes, that it's like so like the basic. The mic itself is a very flat frequency response. So there's a plug-in that I have that where I can like choose different mics and it'll sound like those mics.
Oh yeah, so like a mic emulation like software situation going on. That's really cool.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Was it a universal audio mic?
Yep, it's
I thought I saw UA and I'm like, I
SD1.
didn't even know I hadn't seen that mic before. So that's cool.
No, it's only a couple. They only came out like a year or two ago.
Okay.
I know, like Steven Slate started like the whole like,
emulation.
mic emulator thing with the because he had like that virtual mic, whatever it was.
Well, I love UA stuff.
Came out like, oh, I do too.
So I can't wait to hear this podcast and hear how it sounds.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited. So we should probably wrap it up though. Yeah. So thanks everyone for listening.
Yes.
This was a good one.
I think it was. Thank y'all so much. We'll talk next time. Bye.
Yep. Have a good night.